Katsu was once a stray who had never known what it meant to have a home. One bonfire night, a group of children chased him into an abandoned garage. Terrified and cornered, fireworks were aimed at him as he cowered under a car. The garage caught fire, and Katsu suffered severe burns. In desperation, he tried to groom the engine oil from his fur, leaving chemical wounds to his nose and tongue. But fate gave him another chance. A local charity stepped in, saving his life. After 6 long weeks of intensive care, Katsu recovered. That's when Chloe and her partner found him, and they knew he was meant to be theirs. From that moment, Katsu's world changed. He learned the warmth of toys, cuddles, and dinner every night. With Chloe and her partner, he finally knew what it felt like to be safe and loved. But on the morning of August 1st, 2025, tragedy struck again. Katsu came home bloody and barely able to walk. He had been hit by a car. Chloe and her partner rushed him to the vet, where specialists worked urgently, but the damage to his hip, pelvis, femur, and ankle was devastating. Surgery could not promise a life without pain. And so, with broken hearts, they had to make an impossible decision. Katsu would lose one of his legs. At only 5 years old, he had already endured more suffering than most animals ever should. Some might ask, why let him outside? But Chloe and her partner know the answer. Katsu loved the outdoors. He chased butterflies, climbed trees, and stretched out in the sunshine. They watched him live in pure joy. And while the world is dangerous, they couldn't lock away his happiness. Now, as Katsu undergoes surgery, this will be the last time they'll ever see him with all 4 legs. But they still have hope. Katsu has always been a fighter, a resilient little tiger, and with their love and care, he will learn to live life all over again. The surgery itself was successful, but the pain never truly stopped. Katsu stayed hospitalized for 3 nights before being sent home early because the stress of the clinic was making him worse. At first, he settled in. He purred. He rested. But then, he stopped eating. It's been over a week since he passed a stool. The only time he'll even accept a treat is right after his medication kicks in. On the outside, his wounds look incredible. Sutured, healed. But on the inside, his fractures remain. And 48 hours ago, something new began. Katsu started having sudden, intense pain episodes. His little body thrashes uncontrollably, and he tries to bite the leg that's no longer there. In the past 2 days, Chloe and her partner have maybe had an hour of sleep. They stay by his side constantly because missing even 1 episode could mean new injuries. They eat beside him. They sleep beside him. They can't focus on work. And yes, financially, it's been difficult. But this was never about money. Money can be made again. Time with him cannot. The emergency vets diagnosed him with neuropathological nerve and phantom limb pain. His brain still thinks his leg is there. So he feels the echoes of pain. Pain from the accident. Pain from the surgery. He's now on additional medication, though it's too early to know if this will be permanent. And this is where you come in. Your kindness, your likes, your comments, your shares has already raised 100 pounds. That's a full week of Katsu's new medication, Itsasa. To Chloe and her partner, those taps on a screen mean the world. Chloe usually doesn't share the hard parts of life online, but she wanted you to see that healing isn't always a straight line, and maybe one day, their story will help another pet parent facing the same heartbreak. Some nights, when Katsu is finally calm, they sit beside him and read your comments out loud, so he can hear every bit of encouragement you've sent his way. Without you, this journey would be so much harder, and they hold on to the hope that one day soon, they'll be sharing videos of Katsu hopping happily again. At first, every step was a struggle. He wobbled, he fell, and he looked up at them as if asking, can I really do this? But slowly, day by day, he found his balance. Chloe and her partner created a special recovery space for him, a safe corner filled with soft blankets, his favorite toys, and a low bed so he wouldn't have to climb. It became his little sanctuary. And then it happened. Katsu took his first confident steps on 3 legs. Not perfect, not graceful, but strong and determined. Soft purring sound. Now he's starting to play again. He chases his toys, hops to his food bowl, and even asks for cuddles, just like before. You can see it in his eyes. He's happy. He's adjusting, and he's proud of himself. The world tried to break him more than once, But Katsu refused to give up, and Chloe and her partner never gave up on him either. He may have lost a leg, but he never lost his spirit. And today, he's showing everyone that life with 3 legs can still be full of joy, adventure, and love. To all of you who stood by Katsu, who sent prayers, messages, and support, this recovery is yours too. Because of you, he's still here. Because of you, he's learning to run again. So tonight, when you hold your pets close, think of Katsu, our resilient little tiger who reminds us all that even after the darkest days, healing is possible.